If you have used Lightroom Mobile latest version say 5.0 and up, then you must have noticed an option called color space in the export menu. And on changing that from the sRGB to other formats when exporting, the saved image looks somewhat different like this one from the image that you actually edited, this one. And in this video we are going to find the reason for that to happen. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's move from the basics. Color space is nothing but the range of color profile, and that's it. Also, you might be watching this video on your mobile or PC or any other device. But the thing is that you can see color variations if you try to watch this video on different devices just because of these gametes or color spaces. The more color you have, the more vibrant it is. There are mainly 5 types of color spaces, namely sRGB, Adobe RGB, Profoto RGB, CMYK, and lastly Display P3 or DCI P3. Let's go through it one by one with the help of this color space graph. The smallest area, which is marked with a black line, is where the sRGB lies. S stands for standard and the rest you know. But the most of the gadgets and other electronic devices that you see today are limited to sRGB. The line that is drawn with the magenta is where the CMYK lies, and it is mainly used for printing purposes. Comment down below if you want me to make a video on why CMYK is used for printing purposes. The line drawn with orange is the color space of Adobe RGB, and it is mainly used by the professionals for their professional work so that they can see the colors more accurately on their Adobe RGB monitor. And the line drawn with the purple is the color space of Profoto RGB, which is the largest color gamut that exists in the color space. Profoto RGB also contains the colors that are outside the color space as well. And the fifth type of gamut is Display P3. It has a range slightly bigger and vibrant than the sRGB. Also, it is widely used on iPhones after iPhone 7. The reason why you see different colors after saving the image is because of this. Just a second, I'll switch the screen to Photoshop so that you can understand it clearly, and also to show you that both colors are same but only our eyes are differentiating that. As you can see right here, this image is in the sRGB format. Let's compare this image with the other image that is in the Profoto RGB. The colors look like they have changed, right? But wait a minute. Now look at the document profile right here. In case it doesn't show for you, click on the right arrow button here and then click document profile. It now shows that untagged RGB for this specific image, whereas it shows sRGB to this image, which means that the Photoshop doesn't know to which gamut or color space does this image belong. However, you know to which color gamut it belongs, right? Yeah, Profoto RGB. So if you go to edit, this is the important part, and then assign profile, and then choose profile Profoto RGB and click OK. Take a look. Now the Photoshop knows, like you know, it's Profoto RGB. Take a look at the document profile, which is right here. It shows Profoto RGB. Now let's compare both the images. Matches. What does it mean then? The colors did not change, but the Photoshop didn't know to which color space it belonged to. Making sense? Yeah. Why does it show other colors then? Well, when it doesn't know to which color space it belonged to, by default, it simply thinks that the image belongs to sRGB and assigns it, thereby losing some of the colors which are outside its range unless you embed the color profile to the image. In case you want to convert the profile to sRGB as it is widely used everywhere, go to edit and then convert to profile. Remember, assign profile and convert to profile are different from each other. To convert the profile from Profoto RGB to sRGB, just click sRGB in the destination space, which is right here. There are many other profiles and methods exist to play. If you want, you can play along with it, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. Yeah, one more thing that I want to say is that if you convert the profile directly from untagged RGB to sRGB, then this will be your final result. I'll show you that as well right now. I'll undo the changes that I had done by pressing Ctrl or Command Z. Now the profile shows that it's untagged. So go to edit and then convert to profile. Then click sRGB in the destination space. Now compare both the images. Does it look the same as the previous one? No, right? So make sure that the image that you want to convert is set to its respective profile and then convert to sRGB in case you need it. Coming back to Lightroom, so far you can only save the image in other color spaces and you don't have an option to convert it to sRGB again. What should be done then? Until Adobe releases an update to Android and iOS, you need to depend on PC like I showed before in this video. Or if you have the image saved in the Lightroom, then you can export in sRGB again. I hope that this video have made some sense to you, and if it does, make sure you give a like and subscribe. Not just subscribe, ring the bell so that you will be notified first before anyone else whenever a new video is uploaded. Lastly, this is Pawan and you're watching Pixing Create, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, be creative and have fun.